Here in West Seattle, between California Avenue and Alaska Street, stands a hub for music enthusiasts. This joint record store and cafe is Easy Street Records. Matt Vaughn began his entrepreneurial journey working at 2 record stores simultaneously. When both locations were likely to shut down, Matt combined the 2 retailers into Easy Street Records in 1988. Since then, Easy Street has hosted in-store concerts for both local and national bands, most notably Pearl Jam in 2005 and the Sonics in the 2015 Record Store Day performance. With its diverse music offerings and in-store shows, this record store has become a landmark for Seattle's music community.
My name is Matt Vaughn. I'm the owner of Easy Street. Have been this whole time. Started it in November of '87 when I was 19 years old. So yeah, we're going on 38 years now.
However, like many record stores, Easy Street was at risk of shutting down with the rise of digital music media after the turn of the century. Consumers shifted their attention to more convenient formats, which left stores like Easy Street questioning where their industry was headed.
With the rise of Napster, with the rise of Amazon and big box retail, and the rise of the MP3, stores like mine were shutting down, and they were decimated, just like the video stores were. And it appeared as though we were going to fall in line.
However, the 2010s saw a resurgence of demand for records.
Somehow we punched our fist through the dirt and changed course and saved our industry.
This is in part due to promotions like Record Store Day, which is held on the 3rd Saturday of April.
That's really why you have the rise of the vinyl format again. Easy Street was one of those founding stores. There was maybe only 100 or 2 stores in that very first one 15 years ago, and there was only 12 titles, and now there's 500 titles.
In 2015, Easy Street held a Record Store Day show which included performances from the Sonics, Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam, and Ben Shepherd from Soundgarden. This show stands as one of Easy Street's most iconic events and shows that Seattle still holds a scene for record lovers. Looking at this store's operations, Easy Street has a unique feature that sets it apart from other record stores. Starting in 2001, Easy Street introduced an in-store cafe.
Well, people that love music, they have to eat too, and people that like to eat or drink coffee usually like music. It goes well together.
The Easy Street Cafe reflects aspects of the music community itself, offering music-themed dishes such as the Dolly Parton stack or the Soundgarden burger. In the center of the cafe is a stage where the store hosts its concerts, game nights, and other events. For concerts, artists are not paid for performing there. Instead, they earn their revenue through resulting record sales. Many fans spring for the opportunity for record autographs with their favorite artists, so in turn, these performances prove successful for the musicians and the store.
Local band that is looking for an audience or might already have a set fan base or a group of friends that are really getting behind them. And there's a lot of young bands. We're able to do all ages shows here, which is important to me because when I was growing up, it was really hard to find all ages shows.
Easy Street carries a vast collection of new releases, but at its heart, it's focused on secondhand records.
These change out every day. This is used vinyl. I've always felt that, the reputation of a record store really is dependent on their used new arrivals and their used treasures, and we have lots of them.
Matt started collecting used records and garage sales throughout West Seattle and Washington. Now, Easy Street has its own van to travel through the community purchasing record collections.
I've probably done close to 2,000 house calls. Where I go around the city, throughout King County, throughout Washington State, and I'm buying record collections. And these days we pretty much buy everything. Now I'm not necessarily paying for everything, but in most cases the person selling needs to, you don't want to cherry pick.
When walking through the aisles, you might expect to see record enthusiasts from the 80s, where records were considerably at their peak. But Easy Street's average consumer age is younger than you'd think.
The thing about the Gen Z generation as customers, they are as obsessed, if not more obsessed with music than I've seen since when I was young. They know their artists, then they know their records too. Most have record players, and most enjoy shopping at record stores. You know, they're not necessarily shopping online or doing, I mean, they might do some club membership stuff, you know, vinyl clubs, but for the most part, they like mixing it up and going to record stores, and that's probably been the biggest surprise that I've seen in the last 5 years.
Records can hold a sense of intimacy with the music itself, and that connection is what many of these younger consumers seek compared to digital streaming. The experience of browsing through a record store and searching for these physical pieces can't be replaced.
Vinyl is final. I mean, it's the art of it all, and it's what the artists intended as their final product, as their final stamp of approval that it's really out in the world. You know, the album is still, there's high reverence for a vinyl release.
Similarly, Matt says he isn't worried about the demand for digital music media.
We're obsessed with the opportunity to be involved in music, you know, and the day-to-day ritual of it, and what's the next thing, you know, and it's no different, I think, than like sports or literature.
It's no secret that Easy Street Records is an important landmark to Seattle's music scene. Serving as a hub for record enthusiasts and coffee drinkers alike, this record store has persevered through the massive changes in music retail. But that's not without its ups and downs. This video was created by the Husky Business Journal, a registered student organization with the University of Washington.